for today's video, I want to share with you guys some of the things that I've always done but didn't realise were because of my ADHD and because I'm autistic. So I put together a list of things that I've always struggled with, always, you know, things I've always done that since being diagnosed I can now kind of like identify as my neurodivergence. So yeah, I thought, why not share that with you guys? I thought it was a good video. So let me know down below if you've enjoyed this video, and let me know if you can relate to any of the things that I go on to tell you about, or you know, just let me know down below some of the things that you guys do but didn't realise were down to your ADHD or your autism or your neurodivergence. Let me know. And yeah, but first, if you could smash me a big thumbs up down below and subscribe to my YouTube channel, I will forever be grateful. So let's get on to the video. So number one is perceiving rejection, regardless if I'm actually being rejected or not. I will think I'm being rejected and I'll make myself believe that I'm being rejected and, you know, become this like really anxious person in social situations, or, you know, in any situation. I can perceive rejection whether or not it's there or not. Yeah, it's something that I've always done. And now I know about rejection sensitive dysphoria, I definitely know that's because of my ADHD and my autism. So I can definitely nail that down to my neurodivergence. So with all that being said, right, I kind of adapt to being a people pleaser because I don't want people to not like me, and I don't want people to think, oh, I don't want that person coming to my party, like, no. Or like, if I turn down commitments because I fear that they're going to say, no, I don't want, you turned it down once, I'm not going to ask you again. Like, yeah, I really struggle with rejection. Basically, like, perceiving it whether it's there or not. Like, yeah, I really struggle with rejection. Yeah. So number two is, and I really struggle to process and to kind of just accept any form of criticism. Like, any form of criticism, regardless if it's like, you know, constructive criticism or like any like friendly, even if it's like friendly advice, I can take it as criticism and like it can ruin my whole entire day. Basically, it's the same as number one with like rejection, but criticism is something I generally can't do. So yeah, that's another thing. And I think that's because, like, growing up, especially undiagnosed, I've always been made to feel like I'm not trying hard enough, or like being myself isn't good enough, because I didn't know that I was a neurodivergent until I was 21 years old. So all through school, I didn't know why I wasn't like, I couldn't keep up with the other kids, like, or why I always felt behind. So I always felt like I was broken or like I wasn't good enough because I couldn't keep up with the others. So I feel like any form of criticism, any form of rejection is just like traumatizing for me, and I like retreat back into my comfort zone and try to protect myself before I get hurt. I think that's naturally why I do it. Yeah. So number three, I've always done this, and it's only until like maybe like 5 or 6 months ago that I learned that this was actually an autistic kind of trait, and that quite a lot of neurodivergents do it. So basically, I script and I rehearse like phrases, like conversation starters, sentences. If I'm going to any like social commitments or any like social events, any like social gatherings, I have to have this like rehearsed script, and like I've got to know what I can say. Like I've got to try my hardest to like have a script in my head, and I will rehearse and rehearse and rehearse. That could be like for phone calls, like if I've got to ring like the doctor's surgery, if I've got to ring somewhere else, or, you know, if I'm going to a meeting, I've got an interview, I've got an appointment, you know, if I'm going to go to a party, which is never because I don't have any friends. But anyway, do you know what, like any social gathering, I like to be prepared. So I mentally like script and rehearse things that I know are socially acceptable and like that are good conversation starters. It's not naturally something I would do, like I would say these things. It's not natural for me to say any of these things, but because I feel like the people I'm going to be around will appreciate, and that will appreciate me knowing this stuff, and it will appreciate me kind of saying this thing, you know, I'll say it because I think, oh, that might earn me some brownie points. People might like me. So like I don't know why, but I like to feel like I know what I'm going to get myself into. I like to know what I'm going to say. Obviously I can't script everything because I don't know what other people are going to say, but I like to just have these things in my head. Like, yeah, I know you might be thinking, what are you on about, Sometimes I don't know, I confuse myself, but it makes sense up here, which is all that matters to me. It makes me feel better in social situations, so yeah. Number 4 is quite a big one, and it affects me still to this day, along with all the others. They still affect me today, but this one has always been a real kind of issue, and it's eye contact. I really struggle to maintain eye contact. I find it so incredibly uncomfortable, like literally physically uncomfortable. I feel like they're burning into my soul, like they're literally staring into my soul, and it's burning me from the inside out. Like honestly, I find it so incredibly uncomfortable, and I was always told off for this at school. I always was like, you should be looking at me when I'm talking to you. You're not listening to me because you're looking over there. Well, actually, if I'm not looking at you, that doesn't mean I'm not listening to you. I find it better to not look at you. But other people don't seem to be able to make that connection that it works for me. But I've never really been able to identify that. But I saw something on TikTok that explained all this, and it's down to ADHD and autism. So that's on my list because I've struggled with it for so long. I think this is number 5, I think. Oh, I've lost track. I don't even know. I'm winging it really. I'm thinking of things that I've put on my list, but then I'm saying other things and I'm like, oh God, what number is that? But anyway, it doesn't matter. Whatever number this is, this one is one that I really struggle with still. And I really struggle to connect to people who don't like wear their heart on their sleeve, if you get what I mean. They don't wear their emotions, like they don't physically show or express their emotions. So like people, for example, like my sister and my dad are very kind of like blunt faced. They're very like to the point, and you know, and I find that really challenging because I like to see the expression on people's faces. I like to like kind of be able to like guess or get kind of like an idea of how they're feeling, or like, you know, I struggle, and I really struggle with it because I struggle to read non-verbal communication, like especially social communication. It's like body language, facial expressions, you know, sarcasm, banter, like flirting, all these sort of things I really struggle with because I don't really understand it. Like I don't know how to interact or connect. I really struggle with non-verbal communication, as in like sometimes, you know, the way that people flirt body language wise, the way that people can like, you know, try to start up a conversation, or, you know, their body language, their facial expressions. It's just really, it's a real struggle for me, and I've always really struggled with it. And I guess it also kind of makes it difficult for me to be able to kind of get an understanding of what this person's intentions are. I've kind of got myself in sticky situations before because I've not read the room properly. Like I've not read this person properly, and the intentions of this person wasn't what I thought it was. So yeah, I completely misread people, and it can lead to dangerous situations, and it lead to things that you aren't comfortable doing. And I've been in situations like that before, and it's really because I just sometimes don't understand what these people, like I think they're my friends, but they want more than to be my friend, and I'm just like, oh no, but I don't like you like that. Then I get myself in situations and I feel like I've got to do, you know, I've got to pretend I like them because I can't hurt their feelings. Oh, you know, this is confusing, isn't it? But it is how Molly rolls, I'm afraid. Yeah. So this is number 6, I think. I don't know, I've kind of lost count. I don't know. But this one is having really good ideas, being able to come up with really authentic, organic, fresh ideas, but not being able to articulate them or actually put the plan in action, like get them out of my head. Like they're stuck up here and I can't put them onto paper, if that makes sense. I'm like stuck on the idea, but I can't get it out of here to real life. Like I struggle with that, like massively. I think this is number 7, but this one is why I talk so fast and I move my hands all the time. That's because I'm just hyperactive. I'm hyper verbal, and I'm just very yeah, I move my hands to express my emotions and like what I'm talking about, and so I'm doing it now. And yeah, I'm just very hyperverbal, hyperactive, and that comes out in sometimes the way I talk. I'm talking too fast, or like I talk too much and people don't get a word in edgeways. And sometimes I'm just like moving around when I'm talking and people are like, whoa, calm down, stop moving, like, ow, you're banging me. So yeah, like sometimes I've always struggled with that, and now I know that it's down to my ADHD, like hyperactivity, and yeah, that's another one. So like I said, I don't know what number we're on. I'm assuming it's number 8. I don't really know. But this one, I think I've spoken about it before. I definitely know I've spoken about it before. But it's my skin picking. So I've always just struggled with like biting my nails, especially like, and the skin around my nails. I've always really struggled. Well, we've tried the nail varnish that is meant to taste like horrible stuff, but it doesn't bother me, you know. And I've recently become aware that it's probably stimming. I'm stimming. Like, it's my way of my anxiousness coming out and my hyperactivity coming out. So yeah, I never knew that. I just thought, oh, why can't I have nice nails? Why can't I just grow my nails long? I've always really struggled with it. But that's why I think I'm a stimmer, and I stim with the picking at my hands and the anxiousness, and it comes out like that for me. Yeah. So I hope that you guys have enjoyed this. It was meant to be like a short, quick, snappy video, so I hope that it is. I'm going to edit it to make it short and snappy, because I know you guys don't like me to like chat, because it gets quite boring, doesn't it? But I hope that you guys have enjoyed it. I hope you can relate to it. I am filming some really like exciting content. It's a documentary. If you want to know more about it, let me know, and I can do a video maybe like talking through what I want from it. But yeah, I'm working hard behind the scenes, and I'm sorry that I don't upload as much as I really want to. I just struggle sometimes getting my, like I say, getting my ideas into the video. Like, it's just it's a struggle. You'll understand if you have ADHD or you're autistic. You will generally understand the struggle. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you have enjoyed it. Remember to like and subscribe, and let me know if you relate to any of these, and like what things you didn't realise for your neurodivergence, but now you do because you have the diagnosis, or you know, you can relate and you can identify them. So yeah, let me know, and I will see you next time. Bye.